All right, hey, it is good to see you today.
Dawn's ecstatic.
I'm very excited because we are making progress. We get to see the counter go in today, which is so exciting. We thought these cabinets were never gonna get here. I'll catch you up on what Tom's been up to, but also then we have some fun campfire experiments we're gonna do. You all shared some of your favorite things to roast over a fire. We had just been doing marshmallows and apparently we had been like...
And brats and hot dogs.
Really missing out. So we're gonna try some new things like string cheese and campfire cones and bacon.
I'm not sure about the string cheese. Bacon sounds good. I don't know that I have enough patience to wait for bacon to cook over fire.
I can see that. That could be problematic.
The brats over the fire are like,
that's pushing. So we're gonna try that out at the end, but first, I wanna show you what Tom's been up to this week. You got the planking up in the bump out area. So I wanted both of the side walls to have this same like tongue and groove on it. It's still wood color. It is gonna get painted and primed like this.
Yep.
And then there will be wallpaper going up on the end, so on the window wall, along with this wall here with the sliding door. The wallpaper is like lost in the mail, and
way to go, USPS.
I was gonna say that some of you, like all of you who are like against the wallpaper are probably like, it's a sign, Dawn.
I thought you were
sign.
I thought you were gonna make a disclaimer for people who work for the Postal Service.
No, I trust the people with the Postal Service are doing their best. Our UPS guy is awesome. He has to come up our driveway like almost every day, especially now that Tom's ordering car parts.
Every day.
And it's so
not just
wrong.
UPS, it's FedEx too.
Yeah, and he'll bring like a little box and I'm like, can't you just stick that in our mailbox so you don't have to come all the way up? He's like, legally I can't, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
Meanwhile, the mail lady takes those jumbo rubber bands and will make the biggest concoction of a package hanging from our mailbox.
So she doesn't have to go up the driveway. Hey, it works. We're fine with that. So we appreciate the Postal Service.
When you're on time.
Yeah. I actually have no idea when the wallpaper is gonna get here, and it really disappoints me because we're actually getting to a point where we could be putting it up. So that was the other thing Tom was working on, was you sanded everything that you had mudded and taped.
Oh, I thought you were talking about my truck. Yes, no, I sanded the house as well, yes. Yeah,
you've been doing a lot of sanding this week. He did sand his truck too. We'll link to that down below.
Literally all of it.
Yeah. How did that go?
The truck or the house?
The house.
Oh, sorry. I thought you keep carrying on with the truck. I'm so touched.
Yeah, right.
From here on forward, because I've forgotten, it's been so long, but from here on forward, I would always rather pay someone to do tape and mud. Always.
We have a friend who does it, and he was very reasonably priced, and so like Tom's like.
And I always waited till I knew he was a little slow, and I'm like, hey, can I get a deal?
Yeah, right before hunting or fishing season, like.
Yeah, no, sanding was awful, like absolutely awful.
And you did find some areas that you had to add a little bit more mud.
I gave a couple little skim passes to some little spots.
Yeah, so you're not quite finished with the sanding, which is a bummer because...
Which is why we still have plastic
Even with the plastic up, I mean, you know how it goes. The dust just goes everywhere. So a little bit more on that to do. And then I had almost gotten to the point where I was just gonna tell Home Depot to cancel our order on the cabinets and we were just gonna find something else because they were lost in shipping. Right,
but the one thing was that these cabinets were half.
They were inexpensive.
What the next ones were. Granted, you hear half, they're cheap.
They were $79 a cabinet.
They're oak-faced, like chipboard, manufactured shenanigan junk. This is oak, and this face is oak.
Junk. They have slow close.
No, they don't.
For the nicer hinges.
No, they don't.
Never mind. They're junk.
Crap.
You know, they're gonna be under the counter. Again, I know for some of you are like, you're gonna hate that storage under the counter. If they were above the counter, I can't reach them. Like, I would only reach the bottom.
Then I'm always being bothered.
Then I'm like, I have to crawl up on a stool, which is what I have to do in our kitchen all the time. And so I don't think it's ideal having it below the counter. Like, we'll have to move the stools. I still think it's better than any other solution in this area.
Honestly, the one thing I like about this, thinking back to what your other desk setup was, with all that space underneath there, Gage will sit down there and cut up paper and cardboard for hours and leave it everywhere. This way he can't do that because he can't crawl under there.
See? Win-win.
Win-win.
Yeah. So, yeah, so I think it's gonna be okay. So, so Tom got the cabinets, you built a base for them.
Yeah, because they're uppers, so they would have sat flush to the floor. We wanted to bring them up so that the counter height is what you wanted.
It's counter height. So
yeah.
We wanted the counter to be like standing desk height for me, which is pretty much standard counter height, which is like 34 inches-ish.
34,
35,
36,
36.
I think 36 to the top is what our island is.
Okay.
So I already checked level this way and this way. When it's actually pushed back against the wall, it's square.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So that's my plan, is to screw it tight to the wall.
All right, and you got the hole cut out in the back for the outlet?
Yep.
Ooh, look at that.
Hole.
Sweet.
It's like almost on center.
Is it supposed to be on center?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
I said almost.
Close enough for me. I'm not super particular when it comes to things you can't really see. So here's where we're at now. Tom has the counter or the cabinets in. So what I want to do on the end of it is actually mimic our island. So I'm going to paint the cabinets blue like the island. I don't expect everyone to agree with that. I'm going to paint them blue.
I thought white.
Well, white under, I think it's going to get
Do not
dirty.
vote. It's blue. Dawn said blue. Mother's Day's coming up. She's getting blue.
They're gonna be made, we love the cabinet paint that we have in the kitchen, holds it very well. But on the end now of this, of the cabinets, I want to mimic the end of the island because you'll actually be able to see both ends like when you walk into our house. And so Tom doesn't love that idea. What don't you like about it? Like, you think it's gonna stick out too far?
I just think it's unnecessary. I think that just a floating counter off the end would look better, but that's
just
me.
off the end of the cabinets? I feel like it looks like it's like, would you put a post or something? Or I just feel like it would look...
You don't need a post. No,
like,
it would look just like the counter. Like the counter overhangs. Yeah. This would overhang the same thing.
Yeah, okay. So...
I like that you look at me like I'm nuts for thinking that.
No, I think everyone can have their own opinions, right?
Well, apparently not. You made quite the face over mine.
Sorry. So what we're gonna do is... Tom's gonna cut plywood.
Oh, that's cute, Tom. So what we're gonna do is...
You're so cute.
Speaking of which...
Yeah.
Alright, so I was trying to find some patina on a vehicle of mine, right? So on the square body truck that I'm building for burnouts, it's blue underneath the primer. I was trying to find some patina. Didn't work out. Go check out the video and see how it went. So now I gotta think of other plans. This came a FedEx today. Look at this, look at this. You see this? This is all I was going for. I wanted it to look like this and have this wear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
ordered stools that my truck should look like.
I ordered light blue stools for the kitchen because I didn't love the black in there.
I think these are sweet. Do you actually remember these?
What do you mean?
Before we bought
the red ones?
Before we bought the red ones.
Tom wanted these.
I wanted these.
So here's what's cool.
I just want a truck that looks like these stools.
I really like these stools. They're off Amazon. Depending on the color, you can get 4 for $80. The finish, the red finish before we spray painted them black was indestructible. So I'm hoping the blue holds up as well. So we're gonna put the blue ones in the kitchen and then use the black ones here under the counter. So that's why I ordered the light blue ones. So I really like them a lot.
Me too. I just wish a C10 looked like this.
I didn't know it would offend Tom when they arrived.
As soon as I opened it up, I was like, are you kidding me?
So that was a little bit of a sore point today, but...
I'm gonna go into the paint store and I'm gonna bring this stool with me and say, I want you to match this color.
Yeah. So anyway, okay, so here's where we're at. So you have the cabinets installed. They're adhered to the wall, screwed to the wall.
Adhered, yes.
Adhered.
They're screwed to the wall, yes.
They're attached, that's what I was looking for.
They're screwed to each other and to the wall, and the base is nailed to the wall and the floor.
So we're gonna build the end of the counter and put the counter up there and see how it looks. All right, so Tom cut the piece of plywood. And
yes, kids, this is plywood.
well, we're gonna paint it, so we'll put something on the end if we like it.
All Alright, now we're just gonna tack that there and then set the camera on, is that right?
Yeah, and see how it all looks?
Yeah.
Okay, deal. Ooh, that's pretty. And so for those who've asked, it's butcher block, but it's workbench material, so it's about half the price of regular butcher block. And really the only difference is that the joints are jagged on the workbench material, where traditional butcher block, they have a nice flat joint. And so for our purposes, it's totally fine, and from a distance you can't really tell. And we get it at the building materials outlet here in the Twin Cities. So here's what it would look like. All right, so Tom is modeling the desk for us. Oh, that's very convincing. Oh, do you get a phone call? Oh, no, going to get a computer, I'm guessing. It's important to him that it's very real. Oh, yes, that'll be a necessity. I've developed the muscles to work with kids around, Tom has not. All right, so what do you think having this end on, okay, sorry, let me know when you're done with that. Oh,
I'm okay. Sorry, what's that?
Now that it's in place, how do you think having this end piece on will look? This is mostly for the kids and I. All right, so we're gonna we'll paint the end blue. Yep. And we'll put the trim on it to match the end of the island. So, what?
Go back to working?
All right, you go back to work. I'm gonna ask them a question. What Tom and I were kind of undecided though is.
Oh, where are we?
Well, do we leave this natural color like in our camper and seal it, or do we stain it to be a little bit closer? Tom votes for floor color-ish or oak color.
Like I would say I would vote for floor just to kind of tie it together.
Because it does feel a little bit light, maybe.
I think that, honestly, I don't know that we should make that decision until the lowers are blue.
Okay.
Because that might make it be like,
it might feel different.
This needs to be light.
Yeah, we'll get this, because right now everything's kind of blending together.
It being floor, blue, floor color,
yeah.
It might need to be different.
Okay, and then we'll get this like painted too, and yeah, I think that's a good idea to kind of wait and see.
Because then like the kids' desk and all that, that'll all be white still. It'll
right.
all be white chairs, white cabinets, white top. Mm-hmm. And ridiculous mess on top.
Yeah, we can just already plan for that.
We can see that coming.
Yep, okay. All right, well, I'd be curious what everyone thinks I could see going just a little bit darker, but not as dark as, like just give it a little bit of color, but not like the floor.
I think when you seal it, it does kind of...
That's true, it kind of warms it up and...
brings out all the natural...
Yeah, it's more vibrant.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, let us know what you think. So, I'm really happy with how far we've gotten. It's coming together. Like it feels like we're finally making progress, which is fun. But
Dawn, here's the thing. I have had one box show up already.
I know, Tom has truck parts coming. So that's our deadline, is before Tom's truck parts come. Fortunately, they got delayed a little bit.
I actually, I think I was in the bathroom and the kids are like, Dad, Mom's taking your box and showed up.
I hid it. I was like, don't tell them they're here. No, I did not. So we have like 2 days before. So to get the sanding done, and then this is like the walls are all ready for primer. So I just need to get busy with that and then painting the cabinet. So there's a lot I can do now, which that feels good. So how about we go get a campfire going, because there's some kids that are very excited to make campfire cones.
How about we go mow the lawn?
Yeah, the lawn needs to be mowed too.
Yeah.
They might not understand. Okay, so I posted on Instagram the other day, I said our Instacart driver accidentally brought mini marshmallows instead of the large marshmallows for roasting. And so we were improvising, making them work, but I asked, what kinds of things do you like to roast over the fire? And there were so many fun ideas, so I thought, well, we have to try it out, right? Because we've been having a lot of fires, haven't we?
Yeah.
So I have my sous chef here, Adeline, well, one of them. And so what we're gonna make, somebody said that string cheese is good over the fire, so we're gonna try that out. Also bacon. There's a couple things that require a little bit of prep. So we're gonna try campfire cones and also putting strawberries in with the s'mores. Apparently sugar donut holes are very good over the fire too. Okay, so first we're gonna make our campfire cones. And so the recommendation was to put peanut butter on the inside. So we have our Saratoga Peanut Butter Company peanut butter. If you wanna support a really great small business, we'll link to them down below along with our favorite varieties from them. So we are gonna line the cones with peanut butter and then put in marshmallows and chocolate chips. And then I also read that you could do strawberries and bananas. So I'm gonna do one for me with strawberries and bananas.
And me.
You want strawberries and bananas in yours too? All right, let's get busy. Okay, so we have peanut butter in the cone and we have our bowl here with chocolate chips and marshmallows. So go ahead and fill it up. Okay, so for this one, we're gonna try some bananas and strawberries along with the marshmallows and chocolate chips. It'd also be fun to put some M&Ms in, so we got some of those.
What about the M&Ms?
That'll be Corbin's surprise in his. We usually use the fudge stripe cookies with the large marshmallows. It's a pretty big fire, Tom.
I was trying to get it super hot.
We might need to let this burn down a little bit.
I wanted to make a brat.
Oh man. All right, we got the string cheese on, so we're gonna try that out. Tom, what is it that our fire pit's made out of?
That is the dual to a Massey combine.
Ah, so we have a combine rim for our fire pit. It actually works really well because it's nice and tall, so it's a little bit safer for the kids. So Adeline's going with the brats.
Awesome.
And it looks cool.
Is it supposed to be peeling off like that?
I don't know, they're starting to like fall off, so
They're
we're
curdling.
thinking it's done. I got it like a little bit browned. That's cool. I want to brown it just a little bit more without it falling into the fire, but I don't know if that's possible.
You're gonna play that game?
Yeah, okay.
That's falling. Oh,
All right.
that looks so good.
That looks pretty good. Tom said it squeaked like a cheese curd.
Yeah,
Like a fresh cheese
the one I
curd.
ate squeaked like a cheese curd.
I'm just going for state fair cheese curd. Like, is that too much to ask?
Yes.
I'll try it. Oh, it's their head.
What do you think?
Oh yeah, it's squeaky like a cheese curd.
That's pretty good. It's not bad. It's really chewy.
Yeah, and it's squeaky, right?
It is squeaky, yeah.
But as far as like a flavor change, I don't feel like I noticed a flavor change really.
Not really.
Just a squeaky.
I'm gonna try, so sugar covered donut holes. Supposedly if you roast these, they taste like fresh donut, like warm, I don't know, fair donuts.
I don't know.
Mini donuts, that's what I'm thinking
I don't
of.
know how that could be bad.
Right, yeah, there's just no going wrong with this one, right?
You've heard it all before, honest, but I know. Left these years ago, I was young and almost still care for the void. We don't need the past in our lives for tomorrow. Never see the end of the night filled with sorrow. What do we do to love?
Oh, whole thing in your mouth, isn't that hot?
What do we do to love? When everything's said and done, what do we do to love? What do we do to love?
That was fantastic.
When everything's said and done, what do we do to love?
Oh, that's really good. Yeah, we'll definitely do these guys. 2 thumbs up. All right, Tom is gonna try and figure out the bacon situation here.
Oh, that looks like you got a fish. All right,
bacon.
done?
Oh, that looks
I do
good.
think mine might be a touch too done because I got some burnt edges.
Mine has a corner right.
I do think it's gonna taste awesome. Oh, hot.
It's not that hot.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good. I think I want to touch too long.
Okay. All right, Adeline, so what's it like with strawberries on it?
Really good.
All right, what do you
It tastes like strawberry shortcake.
Oh, that's cool. Did you put strawberries on yours, Maggie?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, is that awesome?
So good. I love the taste of the strawberry with the marshmallow.
Yeah,
It just tastes so good.
awesome. So we're putting the cones on.
See, now anybody can do this at home. You just have to have some scrap metal laying around.
An old grill
an
grate.
old grill. And a tractor rim. I mean, come on. It's just your average household garbage.
All right, we're gonna try one of the campfire cones now.
Use our handy dandy.
Look at that. That is fancy.
It's really hard not to drop them in the fire.
Thank you.
No,
Okay.
It looks like the chocolate's melting, but the marshmallows haven't.
All right, so a little bit longer. We have to get the fire a little hotter because our cones aren't melting.
Oh.
Did we make the fire a little too big?
All right, so this is where my patience runs short.
That turned. It turned.
I think they're gonna be done. Okay, we're gonna let those sit for a second. They're smoking.
Perfect. They're perfectly true.
Let's see,
All right, so I just disappointed my children. Oh man,
because it got burnt.
that burnt.
Well, it's
All right, well, we're just not gonna eat that side.
experience is the best teacher. So we had a casualty. Corbin's didn't quite make it.
I'm sorry, dude.
All right, we're learning how to make
I
these.
feel like
Okay, so this is our second round of cones. How'd these ones turn out? Oh,
Really good.
Wow. Yeah. How's yours, Corbin? Yeah, you had some M&Ms in yours even. Is that good?
Really good.
I put a bunch of M&Ms at the end.
Oh, that'll be a fun surprise. All right, well, that's a wrap for tonight. So we hope you're doing well. We hope your fire is warm and toasty. And we'll look forward to visiting with you again soon.
bye-bye.